And welcome back to Late Night Love. Tonight we are sitting with the moments that shake us a little. When the people around us shift, when our routines wobble, when our relationship hit a strange new angle and we're left blinking in the dark, trying to understand what the heck just happened. From partners who suddenly want a different life, to kids growing up faster than our comfort level, to relationships that feel like they are held together by silence or fear. This is the episode about navigating change without losing yourself. It's late, it's quiet, and you're here, so let's sit down and talk about it.
Yeah.
And we are sitting back down because I realized that at this late hour, my legs don't want to stand up for 2 hours. If the shows were quicker, pre-show included.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then maybe. Yeah.
I know. What was that about, man?
Well, because I have better energy standing up. I do it.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Yeah. But then again, this is a different type of show. So maybe it's the sit down energy I could have.
Okay.
Or who knows? We're working on all kinds of different changes, as people can tell.
Yeah, we got the black backdrop now. I know we're looking. Our images are sharper.
We still have a green screen back there if we need it for some reason.
Okay.
We've got a corner of a green screen. Well, I had to take part of it down to hang to have all the equipment to hang the black ones up. But it's kind of a test. It was a $40 test, so now I've got to get some hardware to hang it up properly.
Okay.
I got to figure out how to do that the cheapest I can. So, well, it's actually more complicated than it thinks because it's got the stuff for a bar, right?
Mm-hmm.
But how do you put them all in one long bar and hang the bar up? You've got seams to deal with. And you're always going to have seams to deal with. But anyway, I have a plan.
Know.
I do have a plan, actually.
Okay, good.
We do have a plan. It may not be a good one, but we do have a plan. We shall see how that goes. All right. So let's just go ahead and hop into this things tonight. That's enough about us. Even though you guys should tell us which studio layout you like.
We'd really appreciate that.
We've had you prefer the black backgrounds, you prefer the green screen background.
Green.
You don't want what's behind us. It's just an ugly wall. Trust me, I put it up myself. Well, now I had some help with some teenagers and a vet. So there was it was a motley crew if there ever was one.
Kitty.
All right, I got him. All right, so you guys gotta keep chatting, right?
Okay, so Kitty likes to come into the office,
and he doesn't.
And we let him stay in here, but he let us know he wanted to go out. But then when we let him out, apparently now he just wants to be chased around the studio.
He panics, and our cat, he always chooses the wrong way to go. It's just anytime he panics, he goes the wrong way. It's just what he does. He's gonna kill one of us one of these days, him or one of us, because he does go the wrong way every single time.
I have stepped on him so many times, and he always forgives me.
Well, because he gets under your feet every single time. That's not the same thing as you stepping on him. Him bolting under your foot does not count as you stepping on him. What are you supposed to do? You've got to put that foot down somewhere. All right. So we are on to our life segment. This is when work stops making sense, which is a lot of the time. Life gets weird when the worlds at work stop matching the reality you're living. Maybe your partner doesn't want to work at all and you're carrying the weight. Maybe your boss calls a meeting to discuss why there are too many meetings. Maybe you're getting laid off for being too social, or your coworker is pushing AI tools like they're handing out vitamins. And sometimes the workplace just exposes people in ways you never wanted to witness. Tonight, we are talking about the moments that make you question the whole system and your place in it. But here's the one bit of advice I want to start out that this is nothing new.
What?
this complaining about your workplace. It's happened since the beginning of time. You think the guys who were out, hunting and gathering weren't whining and moaning about hunting and gathering? It's cold out here. I got to chase a stupid rabbit around or whatever it was. You think the people back at home were complaining about having to drag whatever clothes they could muster down to the river so they could beat them against a rock and wash them? You really think people didn't complain back then? Of course they did. It's in our nature. It just is what it is. No matter how good your life is, we always want it to be better.
Of course.
And of course, there's a saying, and it's been said in many science fiction books, but it's got roots in psychology. If you gave humans the perfect environment, they'd break something just for something to do.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They did an experiment with rats and with humans. I just saw this last night. That you have two buttons, a green one and a red one. You press the green one, you get fed food 80% of the time. You press the red one, you get food 20% of the time. Now the rats quickly learn to just never press the red one and just take the occasional hit of electricity, right? You get a little shock 20% of the time, right? You get a shock 20% of the time, but 80% of the time you get food, right? Humans, on the other hand, so 80% of the time they get food, they just never mess with the red button again, right? They learn that the red button is it's not worth the time. Humans, on the other hand, we like to gamble. And so we'll push the blue green button most of the time, but every now and again we try to outguess the system. And so we only get 68% of the food over time because 80% ain't good enough. We want to try to beat the system because we're smarter than that. We like to gamble. It's what it is.
Beat the odds.
Yeah. I can do that. I can be the one to get it. Just like the person going to play the lotto or putting $3 into a slot machine or whatever it is. I can be the one. And it's not impossible. Someone's got to be the one, right?
Somebody's got to win it.
Yeah. So anyway, but my point is that it's always complaining because we always want something better, easier. That's why we no longer live in huts in the cold. And we now have central heat and air and automobiles.
Thank you, ancestors.
There's reasons for this.
Yeah.
They figured out electricity, so we didn't have to. Think of it that way. All right. Where are we starting tonight, my love?
Okay, tonight. Okay, this is a quasi-work relationship question.
Uh-huh.
Okay, my girlfriend doesn't want to work, and I don't know how to navigate this. Oh, honey.
Well, here's the thing. Do you want to put a ring on it and you want to have that type of relationship? Then it's a perfectly fine, normal thing. That is what's called a traditional relationship.
Yeah, that's what she's looking for.
Yeah. And if he's looking for that, great. Everybody's happy.
She's going to be mom at home with the kids, supporting you. You won't have to do very many household stuff. She'll do most of it.
Yeah. As long
is that the life you want?
Yeah, that's the question.
Yeah.
And is she actually going to be sitting down eating bonbons and
because you're 30, dude. Now's the time.
Yeah. You're 30. She's 20. I mean, as long as that's what it is. As long as she just doesn't want to.
She's honest with you.
Yeah, and I keep going. She does not Peg Bunny sitting on the couch eating bonbons, but I want to point out.
No, she's not.
But I want to. Well, we don't know that, but I want to point out Peg Bundy's house is always clean. As wreck as their life was, they may not have had food on the tables. She may not have been able to cook for nothing, but her house was always clean. Just give her credit where credit's due. Her house was always clean. We all think she just sat around all day. You can't have teenagers in a clean house without doing work. She may not have done nothing else, but she at least cleaned her house. Let's give her some credit where some credit's due. Then she sat on the couch and ate bonbons. Hey, I can respect that. She didn't do nothing. She kept the house clean. And she really did love her husband. She just didn't love her family. It's just... Yeah. Her and Al had many times to cheat and leave and stand each other. None of them ever did.
Yeah.
They couldn't bring themselves to do it. And so, there's something to be said about that. As much as they complained and whined about each other, they still were committed to each other completely. So, just saying. They weren't as dysfunctional as they appeared. Just pointing this out. All right, where are we? Did we even answer this poor woman's question or this poor guy's question?
Yes, we did. If he wants a traditional relationship, then this is the girl for him.
All right. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. And it's, do you want to put a ring on that? That's what she's looking for. She's essentially telling you she wants the ring. She wants the housewife role, at least for now.
Yeah. She's 27, dude. Her biological clock is ticking.
Yeah. So you just have to make that decision yourself. And, maybe she can work from home and part-time and stuff like that to earn some extra money.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's the fastest you've seen someone quit and why?
Well, if someone quits fast, you don't really know why. I've seen someone quit at break time, just never come back from break. It's day laborers. They just don't come back from break.
Yeah, me too.
Why did they quit? Didn't want to work here. That's why they quit.
Yeah.
It's that simple. So that's why. Oh, and by the way, you can use your green cans now, so you don't have to.
Ooh.
Just wanted to point that out. So,
and I can wear green.
Yeah, we can wear green again. That's the nice thing about this. Speaking of wearing green and whatnot, you can send your questions, comments, suggestions, etc. to love@latenightLove.us. I know it had
absolutely no relation.
I know, and no one would have really picked up on that if you hadn't looked at me like I was crazy. You can send your questions, comments, suggestions to love@latenightLove.us. You can go to latenightLove.us and follow all the shenanigans and stuff that we come up with going forward, and all our past shows. Well, segments are up. Our past long form shows. You've got to go to probably Rumble to find those.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you can probably find 90 days on Facebook. I think they delete after 90 days on Facebook. So anyway, after that segue, what do we've got next?
Okay, my boss scheduled a meeting to discuss why we have too many meetings. It was a 1-hour meeting. There were 14 people on the invite.
Well, are those the 14 people who keep scheduling meetings is the question.
Huh.
Now, again, this is one of these things that on the surface sounds ludicrous because it does superficially. But if this is a targeted meeting, hey, you freaking morons, why are you having 3 meetings a week with staff and whatnot? What's going on? Well, this doesn't make any sense. And he's actually targeting the actual problem people, then it makes more sense.
Yeah.
If he just randomly targeted bringing people in because, hey, people are having too many meetings. I'm not going to tell you who's having too many meetings, so we're not going to help anybody out here. But we're going to, yeah. And if it's 14 people, that's too many to go to individually. So you just hang them all up to dry. Listen, you morons. I looked at your schedules. And you guys have like 3 meetings a day. What is going on? You guys need to start justifying these 2 things for me. And we're going through this list. Since we only got 16 minutes, there's 4 of you. You've got a minute each. Let's go. And where's your elevator pitch for all these meetings? And you go through the meeting like that. If that's what happens, I'm all for it because that's actually corrective action. So it's all good. I know superficially it sounds ludicrous. And if it's just a drone on meeting that actually lasts an hour, 15 minutes or something, 20 minutes, then okay, I get it. But if it's actually directed at the problem, no. What else are you going to do? And you go to 14 people individually and take all day when could have been a Zoom meeting or a quick meeting. Yeah. This is the time for him. This isn't an email. He may need to be yelling at people. So he may need these 14 people in the room. If it were me. Now, I wouldn't necessarily be yelling at them, but I would need these 14 people in the room at the same time. You're justifying to me why the heck you're spending so much time in meetings. Why aren't we actually getting work done? Why aren't you just talking with people directly? What is so complicated? We're having this many meetings. There's a problem somewhere. I get it. Teams need to work together, and different teams have to work together. And sometimes it can have a lot of meetings in a relatively short period of time to work through a specific problem. I get it, but explain these things to me. We shouldn't be having this many problems. 14 of you? Let's get serious.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, all right.
Okay, now this is definitely a life question.
Yep.
My boyfriend got really jacked, and now I'm no longer attracted to him. He's super buff,
Yeah.
and he's all muscles, and he's hard, and she likes him a little more squishy.
Yeah. Well,
I got news for you. He's going to change back to squishy in time.
not necessarily. They're 20, in their mid 20s. He may have made a lifestyle adjust. He may be and actually that may be more unattractive to her than the actual physical unattractiveness.
Ooh.
Is now he's spending time at the gym. He's more focused on himself. He's a little self-centered, and right.
Uh-huh.
It's when you're getting jacked and doing all that, it's not just going to the gym all the time. It's a whole lifestyle thing.
Eating
Your vitamins, sleep schedule, and and that's what she's probably not into, and that's unattractive to her.
Mm-hmm.
The lucky thing is she's 23, so it's not that big of a deal. You go, hey, we've grown different. We're different people now, which happens in your early 20s, and you move on.
And you look for someone squishy.
Just look for the person you like. Jesus,
I'm being silly.
I know, but and how did a boyfriend question get in the?
Well, it's about life.
All right.
It's not. I suppose it could fit into relationships, but it's a life question.
Sure.
It's about physical changes in relationships.
All right.
Okay.
Skeptical, but okay.
Okay.
All right.
Laid off for the first week, during the first week for being distracting and too social.
Means you wouldn't shut up and do your job. That's what they meant.
Mm.
And that's not being laid off, by the way.
You were fired, sweetheart.
Yeah. If they said laid off, they were being kind to you. But yeah, that's just means you wouldn't focus. Or you just took too much managing to get to some place where they thought it's not that complicated of a job. You shouldn't need that much help.
Mm.
It all depends what it is.
Okay.
But this is usually a simple one. When you tell you you're too social and being distracting, just means you wouldn't shut up in a place where other people need you to be quiet because they're trying to focus. Your coworkers complained about you. This is what has happened. Yeah. So what do you think about this girl? She won't shut the hell up. And other people aren't that. Get a job where you get to talk. That's my suggestion.
Yeah.
So
the reception, you're supposed to be sparkly.
Yeah, get a job where you get to talk. That is my question. Be a face of something where you get to be.
Doctor's receptionist. There you go. They'd love you.
Yeah. Customer service, whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
Coworker keeps pushing me to use AI email tool for 2-sentence emails.
Yeah, that's the one thing AI is good for. So frankly, I have AI. AI does all kinds of magic for my emails. I do it all the time. But, if you're fast at writing your 2-sentence emails, then write your 2-sentence emails.
I know.
But
that's the thing.
But maybe his point is your emails should be a bit more
polished.
There you go. Professional, a little less. Maybe this should have a opening, a middle, and an end. And you've got a middle. Now, here's the thing. If there's someone you've worked with all the time and you communicate with them on a relatively routine basis, that's might be fine depending upon what you're talking about, right? Someone asks for something back, you just send them that one sentence of it. You don't care about the niceties because they don't care about the niceties.
Yeah.
But there are other times where the polish of an email counts. And oddly enough, this is one of the good things about AI. Here's my trick. The AI, when it says, hope you're doing well, take that crap out. It's the only AI is the only one who says, hope you're doing well. No one else says that.
Well, tell your AI tool. Stop saying that.
Yeah, but it's easiest just to not copy it in. Just don't copy that part.
I like arguing with my AI.
But if you are going to do something like that, you do it at the end. You professionalize the beginning so you get through the points, right? So if they're in a hurry, they don't have to. You get it up front, and then you personalize the end. Hey, hope you're doing well. Have a good week. Talk to you. See you next time. Right?
Yeah.
You personalize it at the end rather than the beginning. So if you're gonna do the do well thing, you drop it at the end and rephrase it for you. That's where you get to personalize it as the end. That way, your data information gets done first, then you get to be human at the end. And yeah. And those stupid bars, take them out and substitute them for commas. What the hell AI come up with that?
Bars?
Yeah. I don't know. They're like dashes, but they're not a regular dash. So it's a horizontal bar the AI loves to use for some reason. It's like, why aren't you using a comma there? That's what you should. Humans would use a comma there, but they got a boner for a bar.
Well, tell him to knock it off.
Why? I just change it to a comma. It's easier.
Make it do it. I make it do it.
Well, anyway, but yes, tell them to knock it off because it's annoying if you're just
your coworker. Yeah, tell your coworker to stop it. What's your coworker doing? Well, he doesn't like the emails that you send him. Is that the deal?
Well, he may have a point as well. So think about that as don't just dismiss it off the hand. But at the same time, you don't have to listen to him. Yeah. Okay.
Have you ever caught a coworker in a compromising position? How did everyone involved react, and what did you do? I never have. I've never even heard about it.
I know we're janitors. That happens all the time. So you kind of have to choose.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You get people working late and, going to lunch on the roof. Of course, things happen. All kinds of goofy things happen. But, it's people getting drunk on them at lunchtime and then go clean the rest of the building drunk. And what do you care? No one cares. It's 2 a.m. It's 3 a.m., 4 a.m. No one cares.
Yeah.
He's got to spend 2 hours whistling while he vacuums. It's not really relevant. So it's that kind of thing that generally happens. Yeah, on occasion they'll sneak their girlfriends into a closet or something. But
But you never found anybody on a desk?
No. I never had keys to places I didn't need to be. That was a policy I had as a janitor. So if it wasn't on my floor, I didn't have the keys for it. So the janitor on floor 2 or whatever took someone to an empty office in floor 2. How would I ever see it? I never go to floor 2.
Yeah.
I'm on floor 6, 4, 5, and 6. Not 1, 2, and 3. Yeah. Janitor rules, man. Never touch nothing. You don't have to. You get blamed for everything.
No.
Yeah, because you're the one who's got access to everything when no one's there. So when someone misplaces their keys or something stupid, they blame janitors for everything.
That's just so rude.
Yeah.
No, I cleaned houses when I was going through college, and I'd have people sometimes they'd leave tempt me. They'd leave money out.
Yeah. No,
And I just very gently move the money to another place so they know that I moved the money.
no. The one thing janitors would do is they'd steal sodas and quarters and things to buy sodas from soda machines, goofy stuff like that. But you never do anything more than that because that's how you get caught, right? Janitors aren't stupid.
Yeah.
Okay. That's it. Work doesn't define you, even when it tries to. You're allowed to question the rules, the culture, and the expectations. You're allowed to want something healthier. All right. For me and Lubby, have a good night. Please remember to love everybody.